So welcome to the podcast broadcast. How are you?
Good. I'm good. How are you?
Very good. I'm so glad that you're joining us. And all right, so we're the way that we do this right now. We're just online. We're going to be on the air here,
Mhm.
so we won't curse while we're on the air.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and then we're trying to get together some of these edits because I did get edits from your publicist and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, the clean ones, but it's difficult to do, right? I mean, when you write. Like, Kendall was saying, Kendall has been a massive fan of yours since junior high, right? And initially, like, fuck the pain away, comes across her, radar. And she loves it at first because, when you're a kid, it's like, it's like dangerous. It's like, it's gangster, right? And then you grow into it and you realize the meaning behind the song. And then you get an added depth to it.
Yeah.
Which
That's really cool that you say that, because that's like, I want you to all grow with me. I want you to like hear it the first way and then like go, oh wait, oh my God, yes. Yeah.
Right.
So thank you.
Yeah. And I imagine it's the same thing here with, this next batch of songs that you have. And you have a full album that you're ready to release on this, right? When is the album being released?
On February 20th, the first day of the tour.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then you're going to be playing La Rosa here, too, which you want to hype up here on the air. You're going to be so excited about this venue. I'm excited for you to play it. I don't know if you've seen. I know that you booking agent just books a bunch of dates and you're just going to be doing shows, but Rock 102.1 KFMA, welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. On the show, a very special guest here. She is an icon, a legend, been, making waves in the music industry for decades. And on March
25th, she'll be at La Rosa.
She'll be headlining La Rosa. She is a groundbreaking artist, musician, and performer known as Peaches. Please welcome Peaches to the show. Reintroduction, yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, so like I was saying about La Rosa was a former monastery that they turned into this beautifully sounding and beautiful aesthetic music venue that's brand new. So I promise you that it'll be one of your favorite venues that you do on this tour. But you have a brand new album that you have coming out February 20th, and then you're going to go on a tour. How many dates are on this tour?
In this first round, I think there's like 24 dates until the end of March. And then going straight like into Europe and then festivals and then back into America again. It's probably going to go on for like 18 months, this tour.
Yeah. Yeah, I was ready to get back to work here. I mean, you did take about 10 years like out of the public eye, kind of, right?
No. I didn't make an album in 10 years, but I definitely toured around a lot. I toured around the world. I did a lot of American festivals. I did a lot of European shows. I did a lot of like performance art, other, formations. I did a Teachers of Peaches, which was my first album in 2000. I did a 20th anniversary tour that was supposed to happen in the pandemic, but ended up happening 2 years later. So the 22 year, but so that was a big tour. Also, there were 2 documentaries that came out about me in 2024. I did a lot of stuff. It was just very busy. I could have continued as kind of a review act and just continue doing all my albums, but seemed like a good time for me and what I'm about to unleash, what I'm going to unleash to y'all.
Okay, so there's might be something that's been inspiring you and you've been building a fire inside that you wanted to like talk about and get a message out there about?
I think I always want to get a message out there, and that is that people need to be who they need to be. And it's getting increasingly more difficult for many reasons. And we have to like fight to be who we are, not trying to be who people want us to be or to fit into what they want us to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, isn't it so shocking that, like when you first came out and you're doing your career, you saw the trajectory of where we were going as a society, and it was going to a good place, right? You wouldn't assumed in 2000 or 2010 that we'd be back here with this new level of kind of bigotry that we thought we were kind of getting past as a society, right?
I mean, I don't know. I know that your area is a delicate place and everything, but we're in all out fascism, and it's really, it's terrifying.
Right.
It's terrifying. And we are, we are people who care about people and about human rights, and we care about what other people think. It's not, I don't feel like it needs to be an us versus them. Let's care about each other. Let's have a good time. Let's have a revolution with joy, and let's all get what we want, not like shut everybody out because you want to be like the super white billionaire and don't want anybody to touch your money.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to the majority of us, because we're, no one is in that position except for that super small class
Yeah.
individuals. Do you think you need that much? Do you really want more?
Right.
I don't think you're happy.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
You'll be happy. There's this like statistic that after a certain amount of money, it doesn't make you more happy. It will not make you more happy.
For me, it's $75, and then past that, it's nothing. But I get used to it, You got a question, Kendall? I know you do.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to hop on that theme of like this message that you're putting out. Like, do you think that this album, this message is kind of mainly geared towards the US, or do you think this is also a global message that you're putting out?
It's a global message. I focus a lot on North American culture because it goes so absurd and so loud and so like it feels like it's like this is how it is, So it really affects the rest of the world always. So, but it is a global message. It's also a message about like I am 59, so it's also a message about like, older women, and let's go. Like my album is called No Loop So Rude because like we might be a little dry, but that doesn't mean that we need to fade to dust. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got a lot to say. And people are living older, people are living till 100 now. So we have to see our lives in quarters instead of thirds. And this is a whole new section. And there's a whole group of people my age out there who want to get behind this. They don't want to just sit down, and that's cool. And also young people who are like realizing what opportunities are for them, or who can they turn to for this guidance, or what kind of history that they can believe in or be a part of, like, and I'm here to help you with that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. I got a comment here. Patrick said, love the cover pic that Peaches has on her Spotify. She's wearing a shirt that says protect trans youth, I think. Is that what the shirt says? Yeah. Yes,
it's a latex shirt made by a woman named Amy from Aimless Gallery, and she her politics are so cool. She makes latex, but it's not just like sexy latex for perfect bodies. It's for all types of people, and she'll write whatever message you need to get out there on it. And she always donates parts of her earnings to the trans community. And protect trans youth does not. It means, when it means to be supportive, to let people, people need to be who they need to be, not who they want to be. So we need to like support people in who they are and not make them feel ashamed. We already grow up being so ashamed of our bodies and who we are, and fixed roles. And I sound so serious, but my music is really fun, and I try and make it that way so people understand that this is fun, this is us, and this is how we can live our lives.
Yeah, it's a party, and we're going to talk about the party at La Rosa that's happening in March right after these words. You can join us on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/BeFegan. Clear. Yeah. And yeah, so your live show, you're known for your live show. So when you come out here for this run on this tour, I mean, you're going to kind of continue to do what you do best, and that's put on an extravaganza and a live show, or is it going to be just more about the energy?
It's always about the energy. And the energy it's about the music. The music brings the energy, and the energy brings the extravaganza, and the audience fuels it. And it's a powerful party, and it's something to celebrate. And, we need moments to celebrate right now. And we need moments to like feel together in community, in physical spaces. So this is going to be a great opportunity.
Right. It's got to be great exercise for you too, right? So when you're doing a set, how long is your set? Like 90 minutes? And then
Yeah.
are you going through, you know, dancing as well and then putting on, you know, the performance all the way through? Are you just drenched at the end of this every
Yeah.
show? Yeah.
Sweaty mess. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then
Get all the toxins out.
yeah, the first week is always just like, how did I ever do this? You're always asking yourself that, how do I get through this? And sometimes you're in the middle of the show, like, oh my God, I can't believe this. But then it just, you get into the routine and it happens. And
Yeah.
then you see like a month later, you're like, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Do you have any pre-show rituals to like get you through, and like what's your routine?
My routine, I really, I'm really bad. I do not have a routine. I'm not trying to be cool, like I have a routine, but I don't. I drink like a tiny little bit of really nice tequila, but I can't drink a lot because I will get out of breath, to be honest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say breath. Bathroom break really during the middle of a song. So
well, you sweat so much. She said you can't take a bathroom break during the middle of the song, but I'm like, you sweat so much, you probably don't have to go to the bathroom. I was thinking more of like a biohack. You have to, at this point in your career, Peaches, I feel like you have to approach your live shows as if you're a professional athlete, right?
Yeah.
And what fuels and everything that you can to maintain that level of energy so you don't run on E, right?
You sleep a lot during the day.
Yeah, that helps. Yeah. It's all about sleep for sure. The sound setup and stuff, since your style of music is, like electric, like
electro punk.
Electro punk pop aspect. So Rock 102.1 KFMA. We're back here with Peaches live on the air. Again, Peach is going to be performing at La Rosa on March 25th. Tickets available at larosa.com. So we're talking about her live performance now, with it being so electric and sound and stuff. Is the setup musically just DJs and doing that, or do you have any live instrumentation joining you on stage?
Well, I've done all kinds of instrumentations. I've never had DJs. I've had a tour. My last album was me being the DJ and the performer doing everything.
Nice.
I've also had full live bands. This one is more just going to be an incredible sound, but there's not going to be any musicians. There's going to be two other performers with me, and a lot of costumes and surprises. And actually my sound person, she's going to have, we're going to bring our own board with us and a lot of analog equipment, and she's going to be able to like manipulate the tracks. So they're going to sound really good in the room. She's very excited about it. So she's kind of like the non-performing musician.
Yeah. And you can do that now with the technology as it continues to grow, so that these tracks, you kind of bend it like a synth, how you used to be able to bend chords and everything on like a synth keyboard with a little wah, something like that.
A little wah pedal.
Yeah, they have a little wah on the side of it.
This is more just making it slam in the club, because it's different rooms and different sounds, and she's just so excited to have all those tracks. So like, say in this room, the bass doesn't hit as much, or the high end, or like she can just control more of the frequencies. It's more frequency, and also making it warm and big.
Yeah, like a nice little, well, there's a science behind the sound, which I love too. Yeah. And so when you do this record, obviously, you have a catalog that goes deep, a couple, decades here. But you have a new record that you're proud of. So are you planning on playing all those tracks live when you go to the La Rosa, along with the hits that people know and love?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll be doing them all. Yes.
Nice. Is there a song off this album that you're most particularly looking forward to performing live in front of an audience?
Well, there's a couple of songs I'm excited to perform that I can't say the name of the title. Hanging, and then the other part is a part of your body that I have two of. So I find that song really exciting to explore, because songs that talk about your perfect body, and I'm talking about my body now and loving it, and it's a really fun, high energy song. So I think that's going to be really a banger. Another song, No Lube So Rude, which is also just talking about like the friction of the world and how we could use lube so that we could all just like maybe like see each other's point of view a little more and gel a little more, and also think about it in a sexual sense, like how to enjoy ourselves, using lube, especially me being a post-menopausal dry woman. It's not a problem. A little lube will
Right.
do.
Is there a specific brand that you prefer over the others?
Well, actually, I'm going to be touring with my own brand that's with Medicine Mama, a like collaboration called No Lube So Rude. So that is my new FDA approved brand.
Nice.
Is it going to be a water-based lube?
Yes, it's water-based lube. Yes.
That's how you know it's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Heck
that.
yeah.
That's even better too. And smart, obviously, being an artist of your caliber and been around, be like, hey, if I'm going to, put out the message, no lube so rude, then, the capitalist in me has to, be able to brand that, and that's merch, so.
Also,
Yeah.
I don't want to be rude, because that's the
Yeah.
point,
Yeah, exactly. Are you going to be
Yeah.
throwing out any like sample bottles at your shows?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Mm.
Is it peaches scented?
Ooh.
I don't know if we can get that far, but you know what? That is the goal.
I love it. Well, we a couple more questions and we'll let you go. And I appreciate your time so much. Are you the type you seem like the type of artist that kind of visualizes your songs, right? So when you put together a song and stuff, do you have a vision, a concept in your mind that you could see like a certain?
I try not to. I know I get that question a lot because, it's such a performance. But, I wanted to be a theater director. That's what I started out as. Like I loved like crazy 70s weird musicals, like Tommy and Phantom of the Paradise and Rocky Horror Picture Show and all the weird ones. And that's sort of like my first love. So, it will always be a crazy visual presentation. But I don't think about it in the studio. I try to think about the lyrics and just, try to think about how that will stand on its own first, because it always comes from the music first.
Yeah. Okay. And a couple more questions, Kendall, and then we'll let it go.
Well, I want to challenge you. If you can only pick 3 words to describe this new album, what 3 words would you choose?
I would choose words you cannot say on your.
Yeah, you can say it now. We're on the stream, and we can bleep it for the air.
Okay, I would say cunt.
Mm.
I would say powerful, and I would say fun.
In that order?
Yeah. Sounds like a
I
good
like
idea.
it.
It's a good order, yeah.
That's a follow-up album title right there. All right.
I also want to ask about the remix that was put out last month in December with Only Fire.
Yeah.
And I was just really curious. I'm also a huge fan of Only Fire, so I wanted to know. It was perfect collaboration and super just genius. So I wanted to know more. What was that like?
It was basically a no-brainer. It was just because I love the way Only Fire is playing with this AI voice, this woman's AI voice. It's obviously not that person, and just we tried to play with it with the visualizing and the video of like men saying that, like AI generated men crying and saying the lines, these sexual lines of this AI woman's voice. So I just think that we understand music in the same way. And they live in Berlin, so we got a chance to meet each other too and just have mutual admiration. We also had Boys Noise also did the first single, who is awesome and always been supportive through the years. We've gone through a lot together, and they make such bangers. So that's amazing.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
Yeah, and these a lot of these artists too probably like cite you as an influence too. How's that feel? Working with all these,
It feels great. I mean, it's so funny. Like I'll look up some music, and I'll be like, I like them, and I'll write them, and they'll be like, "Hello, mother, we've been waiting for you."
Yes, exactly.
That's how I feel right now.
Yeah, well, I'm so excited. We're so excited to welcome you to Tucson again. I know that you're going to love this venue, and hopefully, it'll be one of the highlights on your tour in a very busy year.
You just made me excited, and thank you so much. I am.
Yeah, no problem. Well, thank you for taking the time out to talk with us. I really appreciate that.
Thank
and
you.
We wish you all the best in this album cycle and all the shows that you have over the upcoming year or so. And just keep at it. Thank you so much.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
We
no
love
problem.
you.
Yes. All right. That was Peaches, everybody. All right. We're wrapping up this podcast broadcast. Thank you guys for checking it out.